Have you ever used a pesticide to get rid of those terrible weeds making your perfect lawn, well, not so perfect? If you did, do you know what a pesticide is and what they can do? Pesticides are substances meant for attracting, seducing, destroying, or mitigating any pest. They are a class of biocide. The most common use of pesticides is as plant protection products, which in general protect plants from damaging influences such as weed, plant diseases, or insects. This use of pesticide is so common that the term pesticide is often treated as synonymous with plant protection product, although in fact it is a broader term, as pesticides are used for many non-agricultural purposes. The term pesticides includes all of the following: herbicide, insecticide, insect growth regulator, nematicide, termiticide, molluscicide, piscide, avicide, rodenticide, predicide, bactericide, insect repellent, animal repellent, antimicrobial, fungicide, disinfectant, and sanitizer. In general, a pesticide is a chemical or biological agent such as a virus, bacterium, antimicrobial, or disinfectant that deters, incapacitates, kills, or otherwise discourages pests. Target pests can include insects, plant pathogens, weed, birds, mammals, fish, roundworms, nematodes, and microbes that destroy property, cause nuisance, or spread disease. Although pesticides have benefits, some also have drawbacks, such as potential toxicity to humans and other desired species. According to the Stockholm Convention on Persistent Organic Pollutants, 9 of the 12 most dangerous and persistent organic chemicals are pesticides. Pesticides are used to control organisms that are considered to be harmful. For example, they are used to kill mosquitoes that can transmit potentially deadly diseases like the West Nile virus, yellow fever, and malaria. They can also kill bees, wasps, or ants that can cause allergic reaction. Insecticides can protect animals from illnesses that can be caused by parasites like fleas. Pesticides can prevent sickness in humans that can be caused by moldy food or diseased produce. Herbicides can be used to clear roadside weeds, trees, and brush. They can also kill invasive weeds that may cause environmental damage. Herbicides are commonly applied in ponds and lakes to control algae and plants such as watergrasses that can interfere with activities like swimming and fishing cause the water to look or smell unpleasant. Uncontrolled pests such as termites and mold can damage structures like houses. Pesticides are also used in grocery stores and food storage facilities to manage rodents and insects that infest food such as grain. Pesticides can save farmers money by preventing crop losses to insects and other pests. In the US, farmers get an estimated fourfold return on money they spend on pesticides. One study found that not using pesticides reduced crop yields by about 10%, and another study conducted in 1999 found that a ban on pesticides in the United States may result in a rise of food prices, loss of jobs, and an increase in world hunger. Pesticide use also raises a number of environmental concerns. Over 98% of sprayed insecticides and 95% of herbicides reach a destination other than their target species, including non-target species, air, water, and soil. Pesticide drift occurs when pesticides suspended in air as particles are carried by wind to other areas, potentially contaminating them. Pesticides are one of the causes of water pollution, and some pesticides are persistent organic pollutants and contribute to soil contamination. In addition to the previous worries, pesticide use reduces biodiversity and reduces nitrogen fixation in our soil, which you can learn why is bad in our previous video. It also destroys habitat and threatens endangered species. Pests can develop a resistance to the pesticide, which is also called pesticide resistance, necessitating a new pesticide which costs a lot of money. Alternatively, a greater dose of the pesticide can be used to counteract this resistance, although this will cause a worsening of the ambient pollution problem. Since some pesticides don't dissolve in fats and are not excreted, organisms tend to retain them almost indefinitely. Biological magnification is the process whereby these pesticides are more concentrated at each level of the food chain. Among marine animals, pesticide concentrations are higher in the carnivorous fishes and even more so in the fish-eating birds and mammals at the top of the ecological pyramid. Because if the pesticide sticks in the animal, then the animal that eats the animal with the pesticides will receive them. and the animal that eats the animal that just received the pesticides will also receive the pesticide as well, and so on and so on. Because of this cycle, the higher an organism or animal is in the food chain that contains pesticides, they will get a greater dosage of this pesticide because eventually this builds up through each tier in the food chain.